Welcome back to my first attempt to catch a Drowzee. Took a while to find this one, despite having a 25% chance of appearing. It took quite a while, and my Alakazam even gained a level. Oh man, hypnosis? You gotta be kidding me! I'm the one who should be making you fall asleep. But oh well, hopefully I get it, and if I do get it, alright, got it. I am going to go back and wake up my Alakazam at the Pokémon Center, because it would be quite a liability to let the enemy get a few free hits on me while I try to wake up otherwise. And last time I was talking about the censoring of the gamblers in Fire Red, Leaf Green, and Diamond Pearl Platinum. What I forgot to mention is that in Fire Red and Leaf Green, I'm sure everyone who's picked it up remembers it, but if you've only played Red and Blue, there's this gambler, I think it was on Route 8, the one west of Lavender Town. The guy said, "I'm a rambling, gambling dude." But in Fire Red and Leaf Green, it turned into, "I'm a rambling, gaming dude." What kind of sense does that make? Rambling and gambling only make sense because they rhyme. Rambling and gaming, not so much. Anyway, I might as well tell you, I wasn't supposed to be doing this tonight, but there's absolutely nothing on TV. Our sports network, well, it has the thrilling triple header of pool, darts, and poker. Pretty exciting, huh? That's not even sports! What next? Chess? Monopoly? Scrabble? I swear they should make channels for those kind of things that don't qualify as sports. Heck, the Koreans are already doing it! They have channels dedicated to Starcraft! So yeah, I got to thinking, why not make a Pokemon battling channel if Starcraft works so well in Korea? But then again, you might say that no one's nearly as passionate about Pokemon as the Koreans are about Starcraft. In fact, that nothing even comes close, except for some South American and European countries when it comes to soccer. But other than that, nah, not even hockey in Canada, I think. But yeah, 24/7 Pokemon battling channel, I'd watch it. Anyway, there was something I wanted to talk about for a while now, since part 1 in fact, but I couldn't, since, as I said, I would have needed 20 minutes instead of 10. But that's Professor Oak. You know, he's supposed to be all wise and scholarly and stuff, but in Fire Red and Leaf Green, on top of asking you for your name, which is perfectly normal, he asks you if you're a boy or a girl. Now, I'm not one to question that, but oh, to hell with that, I am one to question that. So yeah, he asks you your gender, and aren't you supposed to be standing next to him or in front of him or whatever? Doesn't he see you? I mean, of course that's the game's not so subtle way of just asking you to input your gender, but they did it in such a way that it just makes Professor Oak look completely stupid. Like, you know, I don't know if you've seen the Super Effective comic on VG Cats, but the first strip, it was exactly that. You had Red standing right next to Professor Oak, and he asks him, "Are you a boy or a girl?" And then there's this awkward silence, and then Oak even more awkwardly says, "A girl?" Now, I know all the other professors have done so since Crystal, but it's always funnier to pick on the original. After a while, it just gets boring, just beating on a dead horse, though I consider myself an expert on beating on dead horses, but that's not the point. Now, don't get me wrong, choosing your gender is a great, great thing that I would have loved to see in more role-playing games, such as, for example, the first two Diablos. I'm an avid player of these games, and I tend to prefer archer classes, but the problem is, I couldn't play them without looking like a complete pervert. I mean, geesh, when the Amazon's bust pulling on her spine is a bigger liability than Diablo himself, maybe it's time to consider another line of work. But anyway, back to Professor Oak. I did have the time back in part 1 to criticize the fact that he doesn't remember his own grandson's name, but that's not all of the story. The thing is, he asks you for the name, and whatever you say, he takes your word for it. He doesn't say, yeah, I don't remember it, but no, I'm pretty sure that was not it. So he takes your word for it, and then he's all like, that's it! I remember now! His name is Douche! Yeah, referring back to Super Effective again. Awesome comic, you should check it out if you haven't already. And in the meantime, look what I'm fighting! A level 18 Magneton? Already? Isn't that a little excessive? That's something I'd expect from a gym leader, not from a random trainer in the middle of nowhere! And also, as I said, it's just level 18! How's it a Magneton already? It's gotta be some sort of record. I mean, sure, sometimes you can catch Pokémon at lower levels than when they reach that form. Like, for example, in Gold, Silver, Crystal, there are wild level 16 Raticates, but a level 18 Magneton? I'm not sure how he got this. I have never lost. Go away, no one likes a braggart. Of three things, one, he's never fought before, meaning he's also never won before. Two, he's lying out of his ass. Or three, the only guy he ever fought is that other gambler somewhere else on Route 11 who claims he has never won. Which, well, I don't know which one it is, I'll let you decide for yourself. Hey, now there's a Pokemon that doesn't look horribly deformed or anything like that, though I would imagine it would be rather hard to mess up Magnemite. I mean, it's just circles and magnets and, yeah, my first loss, cry me a river, blah blah blah. Luck of the draw, just luck? Because he's a sore loser on top of that? Oh, well, he's officially the worst trainer ever. Nah, that'd still be Blue. Speaking of which, Blue? What kind of name is that? Who names their child Blue? Same for Red and Silver. Though Silver sounds moderately cool at least, but let's not give Giovanni too much credit just yet. And if you delve in the world of the manga, that's even worse because just about every major character is named after the name of one of the Pokémon games, such as the aforementioned Red, Blue, and Silver, and even the one who supposedly keeps her name hidden from commoners. I'm referring to Dawn's alter ego here. Well, she turns out to be named Platinum, or Platina if you're that much of a Japanophile, but let's not open that can of worms, shall we? Okay, anyway, I just healed my Alakazam since, as you saw, it was getting pretty low on health, and to tell you the truth, I'm already getting sick of having to constantly go into the item menu to get the bite. I mean, I always press select one or two times before remembering, it does nothing, I have to go into the item menu. Oh, and here's that guy I was talking about earlier on, who has supposedly never won before. Well, I'm sorry to break the news to you, man, but you're not gonna win this one either. Besides, if you're cursed never to win, then why did you choose to be a gambler? That makes about as much sense as a sexologist nun, or a diabetic person working in a chocolate factory, or George W. Bush being President of the United States. Oh, and it just occurred to me that I'm going to get the Flash HM soon, but I only have 9 entries in my Pokédex, so what I'm going to do before the next part begins, I'm going to work on evolving my Caterpie, and I will start recording once it's done. So see you next time for part 20. Wait, part 20 already? Man, this goes so fast. And another sore loser for the road.